Every young player wants this. They see the fame, the money, the fun, and they aspire to be at the top of the mountain, as they should. But the question is, how do you make that happen? How do you reach your dreams in your sport? How do you reach your dreams in college and play in the MLB? Well, I'm going to share with you what I learned from going all the way to the very, very top of baseball and reaching my dreams of playing in college and in the MLB. And it doesn't matter if you play another sport, it's going to be the same for you if you want to accomplish that dream as well. So if you want to learn how to reach your dreams of playing in college, the MLB, NFL, NBA, MLS, whatever it is, watch until the end so you can learn to get the upper hand so you can get to that level. But if you want the simple answer, the answer that most people want is you need to be a ground squirrel. Now wait, don't click off. I know you're going to be a little confused, but let me explain. So a ground squirrel can dig below the surface up to 30 feet deep. I mean, that's super deep. And if you want to reach your dreams, you're going to have to start digging below the surface. What I mean is this. Look at this pic right here. At the top, you will see LL, which stands for Little League. Below that, you will see TB, which stands for Travel Baseball. The next level is HS for high school. Below that is C for college. Below that is MILB for minor league baseball. And the next level is the MLB, the pinnacle of baseball, the very, very top of the mountain to many. As you can see, at the very top, which is Little League, there are the most players that play. It's a bigger pool of players. And at this point, it's seasonal. This gives young kids something to do. Below that is travel baseball. At this level, it becomes a bit more competitive. Players start practicing more and you start playing against kids not only in your area, but other areas too. All the way at the bottom is the MLB. At this level, these are the very best players in all of baseball. They are at the very, very top of the mountain. So as you can see, it's sort of like a funnel or a backwards mountain with little mountains depending on what you want. Now let me clear that up. Some of you may only want to play in high school, so that's the top of your mountain. Some may only want to play in college, so that's the top of your mountain. So whatever you want, it just depends on you. But my point is still very valid. The only way you are going to get to the top of the mountain is by digging below the surface. What I mean is that a lot of people want to be an MLB player. You hear it from all ages. I want to play pro. I want to be an MLB player. But they are only doing the bare minimum. For example, at the top of this pic, you will see Little League. This is the most noticeable difference if you look at players because it's at the beginner level. And what I mean is that the best players are the ones that practice more than the other players. And if you go to a Little League practice, you can easily pick out the ones that have practiced more. Or in other words, dug deeper. This player moves his feet better, has better baseball actions, has confidence. You can see it immediately. But why is he or she that much better? Well, the player just dug deeper. And I'll give you another example. Let's say we have two players at that level. We have a player A who only practices 1 day a week, and we have player B who practices 7 days a week. Who's going to learn more? And who is going to get better much faster? I'm sure you guessed it. Player B will absolutely crush player A because player B is going to go through the learning curves much quicker, make adjustments and power through those frustrations. Not to mention player B will make it a part of his routine, and that's going to allow him to stay consistent, while player A will stay at the same level and not get any better because they're not putting enough time and effort into the skill to actually learn it. So in other words, they are at the surface and doing the bare minimum. And to go a little further on this, let me tell you a quick little story. When I was younger, I would struggle with defense. I loved hitting so much that I would not want to take ground balls. And when I did, I was average at best. And since I was average at best, my coaches started to talk to the other coaches about moving me to second base from shortstop. So I knew that I had to dig deeper. I told my dad to take me to the fields that were not dragged and hit me ground balls at least 3 times a week. I knew that that if I could field ground balls on a terrible field smoothly, that I could field it on a drag baseball field. And on the other days that I couldn't go out to the field, I would throw the ball off the wall and field them like it was game-like. Also put rocks and stuff in front of me to simulate bad hops if, you know, the ball hit the rocks. I did this every day for about 30 to 45 minutes. Now, when I first started fielding those ground balls on terrible fields, I would get eaten up badly. I was awful. It was terrible. I was scared of the ball because sometimes it would take bad hop. I would get frustrated, but I didn't show it. I just had my dad hit me another ball and then another one and another one. To be honest, it was a grind, but the point I'm trying to make is that I continue to do it. I didn't stop. I messed up again and again and again and again, but I kept showing up. I kept learning. I realized when I did certain actions that I would get certain results. And then when I got the certain results that I wanted, I tried to do it again. Then after a while, I was confident. I was smooth. It became routine. My defense became above average and I stayed at shortstop. And this is the formula. It always has been and will always be. The formula is simple. You have to dig deeper. You have to put in the work. I hate to make it sound like it's work because that implies that you don't like it and it's hard. It's not hard. It's not like building the house with your bare hands or coal mining. This is just effort. This is just perfecting your craft. See, you are in an age where you have all the information in the world. You can look up anything you want at any given second. You can learn how to hit a curveball. You can learn hitting mechanics. You can learn how to run faster. You can learn how to get stronger. But why are kids still struggling in their sport? It's because they are not putting enough hours into perfecting their craft. Let's go a little bit more into this. At the age of 5, I dreamed that one day I would make it to the MLB. At the age of 25, I accomplished my childhood dream of making it to the MLB. When I reached the MLB, the fans were like, "Oh man, who are you?" They had no idea who I was because they didn't see 20 years of perfecting my craft. They didn't see how much time I put into it. They didn't see the tears and the frustrations. They didn't see anything. They didn't see me digging. What they seen was one moment I was not there, and then the next moment I was there. It was like a magic show to them. But the people from my city, they understood. That's why when I reached the MLB, I had 200 text messages and an insane amounts of tweets, DMs, etc. The people in my city see me digging like a ground squirrel. I just kept digging and digging and digging until I found the treasure. And that's what you need to do if you want to reach your dreams, no matter what sport, what dream. It doesn't matter. You need to keep digging. So if you are looking for a roadmap, this is what you should do. So if you're struggling with hitting in games, you need to dig deeper. This means calling up friends, cousins, past teammates, etc. and ask them, "Hey, I know you are a pitcher. Can you pitch against me?" And treat it like a game. And face them as often as you can. What you're going to do is teach yourself how to hit live pitching. At first, you're going to be frustrated. And as you continue, you will get better and better because you just dug deeper. If you are struggling with the mental side of baseball, start reading books on the mental side of baseball. Then take notes and apply them to your game. Just dig deeper. If you are trying to get faster, start running more. Run uphill, run downhills, and learn running mechanics. Just dig deeper. Just keep digging deeper in the area you are struggling with. And if you do, you will become very, very good at your craft. And the people who haven't seen your grind are going to look at you like you are not human, like you were born that good, but you just dug deeper than everyone, like a ground squirrel. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm former MLB player Jermaine Curtis, and if you like this, you'll like the swing breakdowns over here and my MLB debut. Very inspiring. You're gonna love it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.